Westwood, happy holidays and welcome to the December edition of Westwood Real Estate with Mike Tinsley. 'Tis the season of giving, and right now the government is talking about giving U.S. home buyers and sellers 3 potential gifts that could shake up the 2026 real estate market. Let's unwrap them together. First up, assumable mortgages. This is a loan structure that already exists in some corners of the market, like government-backed loans, but could soon get broader support. What does assumable mean? Basically, a buyer could step in and take over the seller's existing mortgage, including the original interest rate and remaining balance, rather than getting a brand new loan at today's higher rates. Why is this a big deal? Because there are a lot of homeowners sitting on low interest rate mortgages from earlier years. If those loans become assumable, a buyer could avoid the pain of higher rates, and that could make certain homes far more attractive. As far as the likelihood of this happening, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, the agency that oversees home loan giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, recently confirmed they're evaluating how to safely expand assumable mortgages beyond just the traditional FHA, VA, and USDA loans. What it could mean locally for Massachusetts and Westwood. For buyers, properties with assumable loans could become a golden ticket, especially if they offer interest rates well below market. For sellers, if you have a loan that's assumable, that could become a strong marketing point, potentially speeding up a sale. For the overall market, it might nudge some owners who've been locked in by low rates to list their homes, increasing inventory at a time when tight supply has been a major problem. Second gift, portable mortgages, a more radical idea. The concept is that a homeowner could carry their existing mortgage with them when they sell their current home and buy a new one. In other words, instead of forcing someone to give up a great 3% interest rate just because they want to move, they'd get to keep that rate even on a different property. That would dissolve much of the so-called lock-in effect that's keeping many homeowners from selling. As of now, portable mortgages do not exist in the U.S., but the FHFA has said it's actively evaluating the idea. How this could affect Massachusetts: more mobility. Homeowners who've held on to low-rate loans might actually decide to move, trade up, downsize, relocate without financial penalty. More inventory. That mobility could flood the market with more resale homes, relieving some of the crunch in popular suburbs. But a caveat: this might not help first-time buyers or renters as much because it mostly benefits people who already own a home with a favorable mortgage. The third and final gift is the proposal for 50-year fixed-rate mortgages. Yes, half-century loans. The idea is that by stretching out the loan repayment over 50 years instead of the typical 30, monthly payments drop, potentially making homeownership more affordable for more households. For example, buying a home with a 50-year loan might lower monthly payments, giving a shot at homeownership to those priced out by current rates and high prices. But there are serious drawbacks. Critics warn this would dramatically increase total interest paid, slow equity buildup, and could stretch debt well into retirement years. As far as likelihood, the proposal has been floated, but there are legal and financial headwinds. For example, some experts argue that such long amortization may run counter to existing lending laws or the structure of how mortgages are funded and securitized. Potential impact in Massachusetts. This could open the door for more first-time or entry-level buyers to step into homeownership, especially in high-cost markets. This might lead to rising prices as more buyers qualify, which could counterintuitively make homes less affordable in the long run. Also, long-term equity building could suffer, meaning for many buyers, home ownership becomes more about living in a home than building wealth the traditional way. So, 3 big gifts on the table. None are a sure thing yet, but they're under active discussion. If even one becomes a reality, it could shift the market significantly, especially here in Massachusetts and in suburbs like Westwood. If you're thinking of selling, now might be a great time to get prepared. If you're buying, these proposals could offer new paths to affordability. My tip of the month is to make sure when you list your home, you ask your agent whether the mortgage is assumable. And if it is, make that a headline feature in your marketing. That could be the gift buyers don't see coming. That's all for this month. Happy holidays. I'll see you next month when we kick off 2026 and unwrap the winter market together.